Hi, Rich. Take a seat. So, you're wondering what St. Thomas Aquinas had to do with this old pagan Aristotle about the question of God's existence. Now, that's a good question, because it's hard to see how a person who already believes in the one God could take an old pagan seriously, who believed in many gods, who didn't create the world, they just made it. So the world's eternal, the God's eternal. So it's a very great difference between a pagan and a Christian on the question of one God. But it's Aristotle, it's the Greeks who taught the Christians how to think. See, Christianity came by belief, and that's powerful. And because of faith, you'll feed yourself to a lion for the truth. But the Greeks taught the Christians how to think. And this is how. They said, look, let's look at the world just as is. And if you look at the world just as is, that's the facts, not appealing to faith, just looking at the world as is, you'll be able to see into it and then start building a ladder of reasoning. And you'll be able to conclude that divinity exists. Now, yes, the pagans had many gods shaping an eternal world, but they really did have divinity existing, and they did it by starting with the world and building up by reason. Now, it's this type of reasoning that the Greeks taught the Christians. And St. Thomas Aquinas is a very good learner, so he's the one who came up with the proofs for the existence of God. So that's what we'll be doing next week. It'll be Thomas with his lessons from the Greeks on how to use reason, using the Christian faith, yeah, there's one God, and proving it. And that's a piece of work. And that, by the way, has taken me many years to get that proof down, because it's not that easy. But it's the old Greeks who taught the Christians how to think. And that's why we're good. Before we do Thomas, we'll be doing Aristotle, the old Greek. They have something to teach us. Okay, Rich, we'll see you next week, and we'll learn about the old pagans. I think they have something to teach us. Take it easy now.